Woke up today.
Welcome to the Bridge of Humanity podcast. Um, this is the second podcast that we're doing for the divisions in IHF, and the International Humanity Foundation IHF has centers in Kenya, Thailand, and Indonesia. In Kenya, our center is located in Nakuru, while in Indonesia we have three centers: Jakarta, Bali, and Medan. At these centers, volunteers live on site to teach, mentor, educate, and support the children and communities we serve. These incredible individuals give their time, energy, and resources to
Woke up today. The sun is shining.
here from the Jakarta and Nakuru Center with us. They will share their experiences, goals, and reflections of the year so far. Before we start, I am Darius, your host, joined by my co-host Enekeme and Sheriff. Can you please say hello to our listeners?
Hi, my name is Anekeme.
I'm Sheriff Abigail.
Thank you, guys. And we have now to meet our center volunteers. We have from the Nakuru Center, Andrew. Hi, Andrew. How are you doing today?
Hi everyone, I'm Andrew. I'm doing good today at Kenya Center.
Thank you, Andrew. And we have Kasses. Hi, Kasses. Can you say hi to everyone?
Hey guys, I'm doing well.
Okay, Kasses, thank you. And Naomi, hello. Can you say hello to everyone?
Okay, hi everyone. I'm Noami. I'm happy to have you here. Thank you.
Thank you, Naomi. So we also have Abigail from the Jakarta Center. Hi, Abigail. How are you?
Hello, Darius and everyone. I'm good. My name is Abigail. How are you, Darius?
I'm good. Thank you for asking. Thank you so much, guys, for being here. I'm going to hand over now to Enekeme to start with the first question.
Thank you very much, Darius. I think to start off, I would like to ask the both leads of the centers, like the Indonesia and Kenya Center, to tell us a little bit about their center, the community they work with, and what makes the centers unique in IHF. So I would like to start with, let's start with Naomi.
Okay, thank you for that, Anikeme. To start with the Kenya Center, which was one of our IHF centers. And in Kenya, we have several activities going on at the center. We have the babysitting program, we have the education program, whereby we also have the music program for the university students, and also we have play activities such as games for the children who are coming at the center for learning. Apart from that, we also engage the communities members around who come to the center to have other fun and other activities, engage with children and also the GLDs around the center. Having the mission of education in IHF, one of them, we provide education for the children who are going to school, and when they close the school, for currently we're on a holiday, they come for their classes around 9 to 12. Then thereafter they will have play activities outside the classroom, and also we have also other programs, for example guidance and counseling. We have nutrition program whereby we teach them how to eat healthy foods, doing exercise, playing football around to exercise their body, and other play activities which are health to their bodies. Apart from that, we also have our wonderful GLDs who support each program that is being undertaken at the center, and that's a great effort to IHF because they are really contributing to the growth of the center in Kenya, and also they engage daily with the community members around the center. Okay, thank you. That's what I can say.
Thank you very much, Naomi, for the response. And I would like to ask Abigail as well.
Okay, thank you, Anikame. So, Indonesia, we have three center, as Dari say. We have in Jakarta, Medan, and Bali. And myself, I teach and organize Jakarta Center, but I also supervise the Bali and Medan. So what we do in our centers, we teach children every Saturday in Jakarta, and in Medan every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So it's different in every centers. It's depend on the volunteer we have and also the children that need the needing of the children. And other than teach, we also have programs. Sometimes the volunteers is work with other social organization, and they want to share their knowledge about most of the time is about bullying or mental health for senior children. And they come to the center to talk about that and give us some educate the children about their specialties. And also last week we do the Teachers Day in Indonesia. 25 November is for Teacher Day, National Teacher Day, and we do celebration. And now we are in the end of the semester. We will do the tasks, end of semester tasks in 2 weeks again, and we will have a holiday and go back to class again. So I think that's all about Medan and Jakarta. And for Bali, we are not operating yet because we have to have GLD to operate in there, and we are in our trying to find the GLD for Bali. I think that's all. Thank you.
Thank you so much. That's great. Okay, so let me ask this. How did you come to lead your center, and what inspired you to take on this role within IHF?
Thank you for the question, Abraham. So my initial things why I lead the center, because I want to help society around me. And in my center as a lead KAD, so we have four volunteer that helping the center. It's me, KAD, Kasifa, and Ika. And for the teacher, we have 20 volunteers, and we working together to help children in Jakarta to have education, mathematics, and English. We hope we can help them so they can have the basic thing to live in Jakarta like that. Am I answering your question?
Yes, you did perfectly.
Thank you very much, Abraham. Thank you very much, Naomi and Abigail, for those responses. And I will be turning my attention to Kasses. So I know Kasses, the Kenyan Center, I know of the safari. I hope I'm calling it to the safari. We have animals there, in terms of you go to look at adventure and everything. So I want to ask for you, or we start with Kasses, now we'll go back to Abigail. What does a typical day looks like in Kenyan Center? And can you walk us through some of the activities you oversee in those days?
Okay, thank you, Anikeme, for your question. So you've asked what is the normal day activities looks like in Kenya. So first of all, Kenya currently there is activities. What I know, there is activities for education and the activities for the all GLDs. There are work to do at the center and also to connect online and do everything that is required by the CEO online. So mostly what we concentrate on currently is the education. And the normal thing that always happen during the day at IHF is mostly our lead Noami and now Darius, who's helping a lot with education. They are organizing a lot to do with education. So the children comes in at 11. This time now, we have classes. There is a duty roster that we've created. And everybody has their session and their class. So if I have to teach about the nutrition, or I have to take the children to play football or anything, that is my session that I will be taking on that day. So it depends with every single GLD on what they are doing. So in every day, that is what we do, but mostly on Monday, Tuesday, up to Friday. And we always take like 2 to 3 hours. And after that, the children will be playing at the center. So that is our normal activities, that what we do. And then after that, we take yes, that is what I can say about the day activities that we do. To come to the side of GLDs, after we are done with the education, maybe we have 30 to 1 hour that we go, relax, shower, and then now we get to do our task online. If it's about your team, most of us are at the center leads some of our online teams, and we go and prepare ourselves. Maybe we have meetings that we lead, or also we talk to our online GLDs so that we can arrange our task. So so that is what I can say, maybe on some of the days at the center, but it's not the same every day, so it depends. So thank you, Anikime, for your question.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, Kasses. You said a lot, and I was even jotting down some things, because it's to change based on how the motive of the day is. And you guys do a lot in the center, and I'm very thankful for that. Let me go over to Abigail. Abigail, like you said, when you were doing your introduction, you also told us about the children, like Kasses was saying, the children comes to the center. How does it feel how do you enjoy the children in Indonesian Center, and how does those days feel like for you?
Okay, so thank you, Anikome. Before pandemic, we have classes in everyday classes, but now we only have in Saturday, because the volunteer is not compatible enough. Not many enough for us to do the classes every day, and we are in progressing to do everyday classes. We like trying to post ads for teacher and GLD in Jakarta or Medan Center and Bali Center. So we hope in the future that we can do classes every day. But now in Saturday we do like from 10 until 5 p.m. It's from one junior school and until the senior high school. They have session, and the first session is 1 and 2 junior high school, elementary school, and then for the second session is for 5 and 6 elementary school and also junior high school, and for the 4 and 5 p.m. it's for senior high school. So yeah, we just do that on Saturday. We hope we get more volunteers and we can do the everyday classes like before pandemic.
Yeah, Abigail, so if I may ask you again, what are some of your most challenging aspects of running a center, and how do you and your team overcome them?
Yeah, I think the challenges is that for the people that want to be a volunteer or GLD in our center, it's still minimum. So we try to post ad and interview them, and searching people that want to do volunteer and GLD in our center. So if we have more GLD and volunteer, we can do classes more often, because I believe the children will be happy if we can do the classes every day.
So let me ask Noami. So, if the classes, are they organized by your team leads, or some of the tasks are shared within yourself?
Okay, the classes we are sharing by the GLDs around, and we alternate. Maybe we divide the number of children that they have come, because they vary depending on a day. They can come maybe let's say today we have 50, tomorrow we have 100, alternate like that. So the number that they will be coming maybe in a particular day, we divide them in different groups so that to be handled by the GLDs around. Then we alternate so that we teach them different skills with by each GLD teach a particular skills, and when they alternate to ensure that all of them they have acquired the skills that they need to be taught. That's how we do it. Thank you.
Thank you for the good answer you give me. I want to also ask, what are the courses or what the training you guys do within the classes?
Okay, within the class we teach them math and English, and also the other skills, communication skills. Then other skills that we have developed. We just started this week on Monday. Nutrition, health and hygiene, and others.
Thank you so much, Naomi. Thank you, Abigail, for your response and all the hard work that you all are doing at the center. You're all incredible, and we are really so happy and so incredibly excited for all the work that you do. I know that sometimes there is ups and there is downs. That's the beauty of life. So this question is for Abigail. Abigail, is there any specific story about a moment when everything felt particularly rewarding, but it was so challenging? Like you felt like, oh my God, do I really want to do this? But you saw that the end would kind of justify the means. Is there any story like that you'd like to share?
Well, thank you, Darius. Maybe it's about when we talk about the center, maybe it's about the children file because we have like around 200 children in the Jakarta Center and around 100 in Medan Center, and like we must have every month children file to make sure that every children that come to our center is registered. And yeah, so it's a little bit challenging because like I have to list every one of each them, and like but after I do that, it's I'm happy to do that because I more know about the children that have classes in there, and we also know like every children in the center that what they do and what we can help about them, and like yeah, we know more about the children and we know what we can do for the children like that. Thank you, Darius.
You're welcome, Abigail. Thank you so much for sharing that. I'm going to ask a question to Andrew. Andrew, did you get the question or should I repeat? Okay, the question was, is there any story where the work was really, really challenging, but you looked at the product, like you looked at the outcome and you were like, okay, if we do this is actually going to turn out nice, but it was really challenging and at the end it became nice. So is there any situation like that at the Kenya Center?
Okay. So yes, I think it's about the education program. Like this program we started, and I think it's something that we were not being used to, because we after the previous leaders, we always had the children at the center, which they were our children, so now there is a difficulties of going to the community and asking the community people to give so that we can help their children maybe have our tuitions, and which is a good program because now we are working with the community. And at first we thought that this will be tough and hard for us to maneuver about this program, but the results were good and there was a big turnout for the children. And after all, now we get overwhelmed with the turnout, and we head at least to now that we are planning to know how we will deal about that, because there is a lot of children coming, and the program is not yet facilitated well. At the center, the GLDs are the ones that are trying to make sure that everything is going to the way we are expecting as the GLDs at the center. So for that, I think it is a nice thing because the target and what we were trying to do is now successful because we have the children. So it's about us to try and work hard and make sure that the program is running well and smoothly. So I think that is what I can say about this. Thank you.
Thank you, Kasses. Thank you, Abigail. At the end of the day, when you look at the kids' happiness and maybe you teach them something and they probably remember or apply that to their real life, that just makes your heart have a little butterfly, and I can relate to it. Thank you both for sharing that. I'm going to ask Abraham to go on with the next question.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you. I've really seen that it's not easy, but you guys have been working hard to make sure that everything moves very smooth. Okay, what role do volunteers play in the success of your center, and how do you integrate them into the work?
Okay, so thank you for the question, Abraham. For the volunteer, as I say earlier, Kashifa, the one that also contribute many things to our center, is helping me with the volunteer. So what we do to make sure, I think like the volunteers is many of the volunteers already have a good intention, so they like have their willingness alone to do the teaching in the center at Saturday, so we don't have to do many things to get them do what they the job, the teaching things. Yeah, maybe for some volunteer we must like follow up, like can you like teach in this hour in this class, like that. And sometimes if they don't come because of they have other event, the GLD, it's me, it's or Kashifa or Kaika will help to teach the classes. So we make sure that the classes always have the teacher to teach them, like that.
Yeah, thank you very much, Abigail, for that response. I really appreciate it. I would like to also ask Naomi the same question as well. How do you ensure that the community feels involved in the work you do?
Okay, thank you for that. On how we ensure that the communities are involved in our center, when we get them to let the children come to the center, we also tell them that if they have maybe an extra time which they can come and help us in teaching. Some of them are also committed, but there are others who say that they will come, so we always wait upon them to come at the center. And maybe we also tell the other communities that who are coming to the center the activities that are going on, and they are willing to support in any other way to assist the children who are coming at the center. That's how we do it. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Naomi. I really appreciate your response. And I think I will be going over most of the things that you have said. Like you guys are talking about the children and talking about how impactful education and the things have impacted the children in your center, that's the Kenyan Center, and also as well as in the Indonesian Center, Jakarta, Bali, and Medin, and Nakuru in Kenya. So let me ask Andrew, I don't know if your network is back. So Andrew, what's the most significant change you have witnessed in a child's life? Talking about the impact the center has created in that child's life. What's the most significant change you have witnessed in a child's life because of the education the center is giving to those children and the support they have received as your center? What's the most significant one? The one you spotted and say, yeah, this one is special.
Okay, you say what's the most significant thing in teaching the children?
Yeah, the
I
most
think
significant change, like for instance, let's assume that there was a child that did not know anything, and after the training, in a particular year, the child became very brilliant in a certain course or topic. So the most significant impact these projects from the Kenyan Center has impacted the Nakuru children's life.
it is now the most significant thing is when you do something and you manage to do it. That is when you see your achievement is going to be in a positive way. So like when you teach children and you repeat asking them question and they answer it correctly, that's when you start knowing that now that you are doing a good work.
Okay, thank you very much, Andrew. Since it's all about thank you very much, Andrew. Since it's all about individual significance, and I love I love what you just said. So I would like to be asking as well as Kasses and Naomi, each and every one of us here in the meeting, to also give me that individual significant impact you think Kenyan Center's education has impacted the children's life, as well as I would like to hear from Kasses as well.
Okay, let me start. I think the most significant thing that this program is actually, I've seen that it has great an impact to the children's lives is the fact that now the children are in holiday, and if they were not this kind of program that we were doing in the community, the children will be playing at home, disturbing the parents. That is like some of the parents were coming at the gate and they were saying, we need our children to be coming here so that they can have time to go. It's not about that we teach them, but also some of them are coming here to go through their work, to study and get the time to study. So some of the parents are saying now we are going to work and we are leaving our children. Children sometimes get to play a lot in the villages, and they will not remember to do their homeworks. So with this kind of program, it does helps a lot with the children catching up with their studies and with the education, and also we help them at least to teach them the common things, like now the nutrition and some of the common things in life that helps children. So it has impacted enough in their lives, and also in this time of holiday, they keep to help them to remember and get on with their studies. So that is what I can see and witness in every day.
Thank you very much, Kasses. It's something it's a joy to anyone seeing that their children or their children is getting an positive impact through a program that is being run from your center. I know it's also a thing of joy for you and all of you in the Kenyan Center when you look back and say, the parents are proud that my children. I think that's the reason why you guys have been having an increase in number in terms of the more children are coming to your centers to get education. It's more about what you impact in those life. And I would like to ask Naomi as well. Naomi, what's that individual one you spotted? I know yours might be different from Kasses' one as well.
Okay. What I can say about that, for example, we have a scenario whereby we have the young children who have not yet started schooling. So they come to the center and have that prior knowledge on what they are supposed to do when they go to school. They usually come, do what others are doing. So with that, they get to know what they are supposed to know before they go to school. That's a very great impact we've done. And also having focused on mathematics and English, whereby they love so much. When the children closed the school, some of them came and they reported that they had an improvement, especially in mathematics, and that was a great achievement that we've made as a center, because we really emphasize on mathematics, which is really helping them to perform well in school. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Naomi. Math is, I think math is very difficult, right? But for you guys, make it simpler and easier for them. And you also talked about English, and also the one I spotted more was when you said knowing what to do at a time. And time is money. So you guys are investing really well on these children, making them to be very time conscious in what they do. And I really appreciate. And I know the parents will be feeling very proud as well. So Abigail, and you as well, you also run the centers you know more about the centers in Bali, Medellin, Jakarta, in Indonesia. So what's that moment? I know you haven't stayed that long, but what's that moment when you look back, you say, yeah, this particular child, we love the impact, the positive impact this child is having through our program.
Okay, Anikeme, thank you for the question. So I have the change to every month we have like volunteer award and student award. In last month's award, I have the change to interview the student, and she says she more proactive in her class. She answer teacher in her school question, and her grade is also upgraded. So yeah, I think we make impact for the children in their school and in their life, and I feel grateful for it. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Abigail. Thank you very much, Naomi, Andrew, and Cassis. Let me hand over to Sheriff to take some more questions.
Yeah, thank you very much, Elekemi. I am more particular about innovative and technology. So, Naomi, I would like to ask if what are the most significant changes? I want to ask you: is there any innovative teaching method or activities you have introduced to keep the kids engaged or motivated?
Thank you for that. The innovative teaching method that we've involved in our teaching strategies, whereby we use the computer to teach them the various, for example, watching the video on a particular topic. They have that opportunity to watch the video and also grasp that concept that they're supposed to learn, because we have in the internet at the center, so it is easy for us to use those computers for them so that they can learn. Thank you.
The world is changing and it's evolving, and a lot of technology is also impacting the way we do things. Is there any way you guys have introduced kind of technology, or let's say teaching the kids how to program? This kind of world is now moving quickly, and they may need this kind of technology in the next future. As Africa as a whole, we need this kind of technology in our children so that they could, think higher, so that they can, impart the next generation, rather than to consume from the westernized. So is there any kind of technology like teaching them programming, hardware, networking to improve their knowledge?
Okay, that one we've not yet started, but I think when we get enough computers for them to have them to learn, it will be easier for us, because currently we don't have enough for them. But when we get them and the support from the communities and other organizations, I think we can do that. Thank you.
You are welcome. So that means you are trying to let us know that maybe the facilities you guys or the equipment you guys have is not really enough to impart those children to the level you guys want it to be, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Noted. So I would like to hand over to the rise.
Thank you, Sherry. Thank you. I'm going to ask Abigail this question. The reason I want to ask Abigail first is because I am at the Kenya Center, and I would know a bit about this question, but doesn't mean I will not ask. But I want to start with you, Abigail. It's two questions. It's one question, but I want to divide it in parts. Is the community in Jakarta, are they involved in the work at the center?
Okay, should I answer this question first?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, thank you, Darius. Yeah, of course. They involve. We need everyone involvement so Jakarta Center can goes well, and they involve well in our center.
So how do you do that? Do you go house to house or put it on social media, or they come because of the children? How is the process like reaching out to them, the community?
Okay, so in Indonesia, we have like the name of the website is Indo Relawan, and people that want to volunteer usually check this website to see if there are any opportunity to do volunteer in where, and so we post ads in there, and like yeah, they apply to our opportunity, and we will interview them, and after accepted, they will help us as community.
Okay, so is it only for let's say somebody, because I've had people on LinkedIn ask question on how they want to be involved. So is there a space for them? Do you still need more people coming to the center? And yeah.
Yeah, of course. I will be grateful if there's someone that also want to be. But maybe I don't have the access to the LinkedIn, so I will be grateful if after this we can discuss it to open the opportunity in LinkedIn too.
No problem. I'll reach out to you if there is anyone, because the other one that came in I already gave an answer to, but I'll keep that in mind. Thank you, Abigail.
Okay, thank you.
Naomi, this question is for you as well. Is the community in Nakuru involved in the work at the center?
Yes, the community is involved, because when they come to bring the children for classes, we also have them to know what programs are being undertaken at the center and what they can support for the program to be successful. Thank you.
You're welcome. And the last question is, how is the process like? How do you reach out to the community? And do you need more people from the community? I'm asking this because we can put this on our social media and for good. So yeah.
Yes, we reach them by engaging them one-on-one. As we move around the center, we get involved with them because we socialize with them at churches and the markets around. So we get involved doing their daily activities, and that's how we have them to know what's going on. Thank you. Yes, we reach them by engaging them one-on-one. As we move around the center, we get involved with them because we socialize with them at churches and the markets around. So we get involved doing their daily activities, and that's how we have them to know what's going on. Thank you.
Okay, no problem. Welcome. I'm going to hand over to Abraham to go on with the other questions. Abraham.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you very much, Darius, and thanks for the wonderful answers that we've been receiving. This has really been very, very educative. Okay, so I'm going to ask Kasses this question. Kasses, then Abigail, but let me start with Kasses. Education is at the core of what IHF does. Now, can you share how the programs at your center are tailored to meet the needs of education in your community?
Okay, so the education program that we started is moving in a right direction, and the needs for education in our community and in our area is kind of want to be touched on accurately. So I think how IHF can help doing that is when the children are coming here, we are trying to come up with ways on how to help them with their studies and also with what they need to improve in their education. So mostly we've come up with to teach mathematics. I think Noami is handling that. Darius Skama and make a good duty roster on how we will be helping the children mostly. And I think with that progress that we are going through step by step, I think we will be helping them at least to be on a point that at least they will be placed good in the society. And at least by Vision 2030, which is our vision in Kenya, we will be having a community that are very innovative, and they can improve the lifestyle of their people and everything that is going on here in Kenya. So about the question of Sheriff, I think when he touched about the technology, he had given us a startup, so to think about something like that. Like we've been thinking, and Stephen has been helping on that because he's a guy who is involved with the computer courses. So I think the only issue that we have on that is to get more computers so that it will be easier for us to help the children at least understand how to code and how to do things that are required so that you will be with the technology and all the world. So with that, our program, I think, if we have not yet in there, because we have started, I hope it will be progressing and it will be helping a lot. It will be helping the children from our nearby communities. So yeah, so that is what I can say about this program. Thank you so much, Abraham.
Okay, so if I can come in, so currently, how many computers do you guys have that you use to educate the children?
Currently we have two laptops for the center, and some individual and the volunteers at the center have their own laptops. So it's not a desktop, but it's just laptops. So Stephen has been using his to give the children to watch the videos. So if they can watch the videos using that laptop, I think it will create a base that if we are going to go into this program and maybe suggest in our meetings and maybe fundraise to have maybe one desktop computer that it will be there and the children will be using it, it will be at least something that we are starting with how this program is starting.
So if you may say, currently we have cloud computing, and do you have a big screen for the children so that, I have an idea which I wanted to suggest, but I want to know the kind of resources that you have so that I could suggest that idea with you. So with the laptops, how many children normally involved in the activities? Like, let's say if they are to do maybe painting or editing, how many children are involved in a day to actually get a feeling on how to operate or do something using the laptop?
Something like 10 to 15. I think maximum is 15 because we have a lot of children, but I think it will depend on who has the interest on this topic.
Okay. So I was thinking, so I have an idea which could have used cloud computing, but later on after the meeting, maybe I will engage you, then I can discuss it with you.
Okay, thank you so much. I will be waiting for that.
All right, thank you so much, Kasses. You guys are really doing an amazing job. Okay, so we now know that we need more computers so that our impact is going to be much more felt. And I love the fact that you've added teaching mathematics, into the curriculum, and which is a big progress. And the fact that you've even given it a timeline, one of the visions, giving it a timeline. You said vision 2030. Wow. And this is a really massive. Thank you so much for that. All right, so I will hand over to Anikeme to continue with it. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Abraham, and thank you very much, Sharif. It was a very nice thing hearing about the tech innovation in which the Kenyan Center seems to be on the forefront, talking about the changes and the impact they will be having in the next coming years to ensure that technology is also added to the curriculum and to ensure that the center is moving with the pace of this world. So I will be asking Abigail the same question. Abigail, is there any plans for that as well for the Indonesian Center?
About the technology, the program study.
Yes, absolutely.
So we have same problem with Kenya. We don't have enough laptop, and we already have vision to do the classes, but I think in next week we will open donation for a laptop, and hoping we can get laptop so we can try to do the classes.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you very much for that. I it's always good to have the vision, but even if the resources is not available, you also make the move and the step to do that. We in the website will also be in support of that, to ensure that we publish those donations as well, to ensure that we get it to the right donors to donate. It will be a very good teaching as well. So I also have this question to ask Noami. I know, Noami, you were talking about, I think Kasses was talking about the Indonesia Center and volunteers. So this is 2024, getting to a close. Can you share a memorable story, very interesting one, about a volunteer who made a very long-lasting impact on the children or the center?
Okay, thank you for that question. One of the memorable events that we had a volunteer who came to the center, and she actually made a very positive impact with the children, because when she came, apart from just coming to assist in teaching, she carried along some snacks, sweets for the children, whereby the children get to enjoy the sweets, and also having another person who is new coming to the center. It was just a joyful moment for the children, and they enjoyed that so much. They really enjoyed the sweets, and also having to engage them. They took some pictures around the centers, and it was really amazing. That's what I can say. Thank you.
Thank you very much. It's always something that when you look, you say, yeah, this volunteer did well, actually, and we are very much impressed over you. So, Sharif, I know you were listening to a lot, so you have 40 action. Looking ahead.
Yeah, so Naomi, thank you for the response you gave to the Nekemi. It was very interesting. However, what are some of the long-term goals you have for your center?
Okay. Having thought about the involvement of technology in education is one of the goals that we have really yearned to have. Having those computers to the centers and having the children learn using them is one of the greatest that we are hoping to have them soon, so that we can start with. We will have them engage and learn through using those computers and learning the computer skills that they need in their education, career goals. Learning different things that are involved, not other than just the classwork, but also the other life skills goals that they need in their career and also in their educational journey. Thank you.
Thank you, Naomi. Aside computer, because I know we've said computer lots of time. Is there any other resources that you think if the Nakuru Center had it, it would really, really help both the volunteers at the center and the children? Because at the end of the day, it is about the children, but it is also about the volunteers as well. So, is there any other resources you think would be really, really beneficial to both the volunteers and the children aside the computer?
Yes, I think if I can mention maybe the play items, whereby if the volunteer they can come and have that chance to play with the kids. If we have the football and other play equipments, it will be really helpful to us at the center. Thank you.
No problem. Would also source for donations for that. So it's good that we know. Abigail, the same question to you.
Okay, of course, the number one is the volunteers that will educate the children. But if we are talking about physical thing, I think the more classes we have, like some vision to build one more classes, because we run like 5 until 6 classes in a station, and it's so crowded in the house in our center, and we need like one more classes, so it's not really crowded in the home, and we have one more classes like that.
Okay, no problem. We'll also, when we send this podcast output, we keep all of these things that you both have said in mind. I'm going to hand over to Abraham for the closing questions.
All right. Thank you so much, Darius. Thank you, everybody, for this. Okay, so I'm going to ask Kasses this question. As a center lead, you have undoubtedly gained invaluable insights into the complexities of education and child welfare. Yeah, so I believe your experiences could provide guidance for others actually working in this field. Now, with that in mind, I would love to ask, what is one lesson or piece of wisdom that you have learned that you think everyone in education and child welfare should be aware of?
What I can say about that is, with the education program as all, it's a program that helps with these systems that we have now in the world. It's a program that helps someone to improve their life of how they associate in the society. So mostly here in Kenya, I would like to share that the most thing that I hope the people in this field of education, mostly I'm not in that field of education, but currently at the center, I have experienced a lot, because when I was in school, I wasn't I didn't like that career, like how it has been, but getting into it now, it's a really great thing that you can do, because you are helping the children, you are helping to mentor the children and help them to improve their way of life. So getting to know now, I will be encouraging those who are in this field that they are really the god of this life, because they are helping to teach the doctors, they are helping to teach everybody in this world, so that they can be where they need to be. So apart from that, I can also say this education program, I hope at the Kenya Center, our goals will be to make sure that those children will be at least very willing with this program. We will be supporting them, and we make sure that they will be successful in their future. So far, we have to select some few and those who cannot get their education, and we put them down. And I think with that, I hope it will go through, because if we've already noticed that some of them cannot sustain their education, so our part now is to play that role to help them so that they will be successful too. So with that, I think I've exhausted my points. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Kasses. I hope so also, and I know it will work out. All right, so let me also still ask Abigail this same question. What is one lesson or piece of wisdom that you have learned that you think everyone in education and child welfare should be aware of? This is for you also, Abigail.
Okay, thank you, Abraham, for the question. So, we know that every children have different skills. Some of the children good in school, some of them good at dancing, some of them good at singing, and sometimes when teaching in the center, we can see that some children can answer our question well. Some of them not really good in school. So what I want to say here is that there's a volunteer that I really adore. Like, she spent more time with children that not really good in math, and she take 1 to 2 hours more to teach her. And I think she is the great example for all of us that every children need a change. They can have the change, and we as the volunteer or the teacher, it's our job to make sure that every children have the same change in their life like that. Thank you.
Wow, thank you so much. Thank you. You've answered well. You've really done well. Thanks. Okay, so I will head back to Darius. Thank you.
Before I get back to Darius, thank you very much, Abraham. IHF has been very impactful in our lives individually and as a group and as a center. So I would like Kasses and Abigail. I will start with Abigail, who answered last. If you could describe the impact of IHF in one sentence, just one sentence, what would it be?
Oh, let me think about it. Wait a minute. I think it's wonderful. Like everything IHF do for the children and for the adult, the GLD program is all wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you very much as well. Wonderful is the word. And Kasses, what about you?
Oh, okay. Kind of hard question. I think IHF is it has been a great helper to the society. I can say that because IHF helps most of the vulnerable children at the society, and since it started, it has helped to boost those children and to realize that they can be also people that can be recognized within their community. So that is what I can say.
Yeah, thank you very much. And help and wonderful is the key word in this sentence. And I think Sheriff have some words for you guys, which we will be asking before we talk about what there is and the surprising one.
To you again, what message do you have for anyone listening who might want to support or get involved with IHF work at the centers?
Okay. So to anyone out there who is listening to this currently, I would like to say, if you are willing to help the IHF as an organization, it will be really a good thing, because you are helping IHF and contributing to IHF so that it can help that child, that boy or a girl who is down there and in the society, who cannot cannot sustain their education, and also help the children to educate the children. And so it is a really good thing that you can do, because in the society you have to stretch your hand. If you already have something, you can stretch your hands to help the other person, so that is the happiness that we are looking for. Because when you help the child that is in need, you will also yours will also increase. So that is what I can say.
Okay, I want to invite you to Darius. Thank you all for your responses. So Darius, you said you have a surprise for them, right? Okay, so we have a surprise for you. Remember when we said it's an appreciation, and we just want to appreciate you guys for what you guys have done so far in the centers. And we haven't been in the center, I know, for some who have been, but we have been feeling the impact of the centers, the positive impact you guys have been having, both in Indonesia and also in Kenya, and how you guys have impacted the society as well as impact us as well in the online over here. So we wrote this message to you all. Both we will say one to Kenyan Center, and we'll say the other to the Indonesian Center. So we'll be starting with the Kenyan Center, and here is how it goes. So you just need to sit back, mute yourself, and enjoy the ride that we are going to take you through. So this is to the Kenyan Center. Today, we take a moment to honor and celebrate the incredible work happening at the Kenyan Center. This is not just a center, it's a home, a beacon of hope and a foundation for the bright futures of so many children. At the heart of this remarkable effort is Noami, whose leadership and unwavering education have created an environment where children feel seen, heard, empowered to thrive. Noami, you have shown what it truly means to lead with passion, resilience, and unshakable belief. In the potentials of every children, your work is not just making a difference, it is transforming lives.
Thank you so much, Anekemi. Alongside you, Noami, are 4 extraordinary individuals: Stephen, Kasses, Kevin, and Andrew. Each of you brings something unique to the Kenyan Center: a kindness, a drive, and a commitment that inspires everyone around you. Stephen, your patience and mentorship have given the children confidence to dream. Kasses, your ability to connect with the community has strengthened the bonds that hold us together. Kevin, your energy and creativity light up the center and make every moment memorable. And Andrew, your quiet strength and dedication remind us all that small acts of kindness can leave the deepest impact. Together, you embody the spirit of selflessness and service that defines IHF.
And not only that, impact on the children and community as well. Because of your collective effort, children at the Kenyan Center are not just receiving an education, they are building futures filled with hope, promise, and possibilities. They are learning resilience, finding joy in their studies, and dreaming of a brighter tomorrow and also a brighter future as well. Beyond the classroom, your impact ripples through the community. Parents are filled with gratitude as they see their children flourish, and the community is inspired by the hope and progress your work represents. You are not just touching lives, you are creating a legacy of compassion and change that will last for generations.
As we reflect on the incredible work you all do, our hearts are filled with immense gratitude. Naomi, Stephen, Kasses, Kevin, and Andrew, your dedication, sacrifice, and love for these children are nothing short of extraordinary. You are the reason why hope strives within the face of challenges. We want you to know that your efforts do not monopolize. You are changing lives every single day, and the world is better place because of you. Keep believing in your mission, because believing in you from all of us at IHF. Thank you for being heroes that these children need. Your work matters and you matters.
Thank you so much for that. We really appreciate, and that was really a wonderful message that we've had to the Kenya Center. And also, I really appreciate everyone for making this a successful, and also to thank the volunteers at the Nakuru Center for their effort and their hard working to ensure that we teach and to improve the life of these young ones. Thank you so much, and thank for that message. We are really happy, and just we appreciate so much. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Naomi. We really appreciate. And to Abigail and the Indonesian Center as a whole. Today, we shine a light on the Indonesian Center, a place where dreams take root and children find the courage to believe in themselves. At the helm of this incredible effort are Ade and Abigail and Dan. Two are three individuals whose leadership radiates love, determination, and hope. Ade, your ability to guide the center with a steady hand and a compassionate heart has created a space where children feel safe and valued. Abigail, Dan, and Ayu, your energy and vision have brought new life and inspiration to every corner of the center. Today, you are the heartbeat of this home, leading by example and showing what it means to serve selflessly.
Thank you so much, Anikwe. And also acknowledging the spirit of the volunteers. Behind every success story at the Indonesian Center are the volunteers who work tirelessly, giving their time, talent, and heart. It is impossible not to recognize the spirit of those who dedicate themselves to the children day after day. Your willingness to sacrifice your comfort and pour so much effort into shaping young minds is extraordinary. You are not just helpers, you are role models, confidants, and guiding stars for the children who look up to you. The light you bring into their lives illuminates paths that were once shadowed by uncertainty. Your contributions are a testament to the power of community and shared purpose.
As well, impact on the children and the center purposes. The Indonesian Center is more than a place of learning. It's a sanctuary of hope, a place where children discover their strength and talents. Because of you, Ade, Abigail, Dan, Ayu, and the volunteers. These children have their tools to dream boldly and chase their aspiration fearlessly. Each lesson taught, every kind word spoken, every moment of encouragement leaves an imprint that will shape the lives of these children forever. The work you do extends beyond the walls of the center. It impacts families, communities, and the future of Indonesia as a nation. You are building something that is far greater than what we can put into words, a legacy of empowerment and transformation. And Sherry?
Alright. Adi and Abigail, your leadership is a gift to the volunteers who stand by you. Your dedication is unmatched. Together, you have turned the Indonesia Center into a place of love, strength, and opportunity. We cannot thank you enough for the countless hours you invest and the unwavering commitment you show. Even in the face of challenges, know that your work is deeply appreciated, not just by the children and families you serve, but by all of us who are inspired by your example. You are planting seed of hope that will grow into a brighter future for the children and their communities. From the bottom of our heart, thank you for being extraordinary leaders and changing maker that the world needs. Keep shining. You are making a difference, and we are also proud of you. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much, Anikame, Abraham, and Sheriff. And I also, in this opportunity, I will also want to thank you to every volunteer and student in Jakarta Center, because without them, Jakarta Center, it's not there. So with them, Jakarta Center is there. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Abigail. Thank you very much, Naomi, Kasses, Andrew, and to all you all and the Kenyan Center, as well as to you all in the Indonesian centers as well. Your work, your hard work, your time, your education, and whatever you do in those centers will never go unnoticed. And thank you for putting a light in each and every child that is in those centers. We from the podcasting, we really appreciate your effort, and we took time to speak with you, and you honored our time to speak with us. Thank you very much for joining. And that marks the end of what has been an incredible episode where we spoke with the Indonesian Center lead, Abigail, and also we spoke with the Indonesian leads and volunteers as well. Kasses, Andrew, and the lead, Naomi. Abigail represented Ade, and they spoke about the future of the Kenyan and Indonesian Center. And if for you listening, if you want to be part of this incredible journey in those centers, you know what to do. They are also told you what to do. You log on to our website at www.ihfonline.org/volunteers and place your application to be at those centers. And thank you all for my amazing co-host. We had Abraham, and we also had Sheriff.
Yeah, I wish you all the best and your work. I hope that you guys get the strength to impact the children and give them hope as well. As the world is evolving, they can also see the bright light in the future.
Absolutely, Sheriff. We talk about hope. Hope is what we use in the future. And for you listening, you can be part of this hope and you can be part of this journey. All you need to do is also to get involved and volunteer, and as well as donate your time or your money for the organization. And that will mark the end of today's episode. We look forward to the next episode, which will be talking with the different devotions and different teams in IHF. And for the Christians as well, for those listening, you might be listening your Christmas days, or you might be listening next year. We wish you all a Merry Christmas in advance and a Happy New Year. And to all our volunteers as well, we wish you the same. And thank you all for joining. Darius was the host. I, myself, and Anikame, Abraham, and Sheriff were the co-host. And it was a pleasure to have had this magnificent opportunity. And never give up in whatever you do. Always believe in yourself, in time, and in the future. Whatever you do will come to pass. Thank you all for joining. See you guys next episode.
Choice around in every moment, love is found.